I would like to invite everyone to kind of just start finding a comfortable spot where you can listen along today. So maybe that's going to be right where you are. Maybe you want to sit back a little bit more. Um, if you want to get super comfy and lay down or grab an extra cushion or blanket, go for it. Just take a few moments here to settle into your space. And if there is anything you can set aside, for these few minutes, whether it's physically or mentally, give yourself that gift, that permission. For these few minutes, you don't have to figure out the future, next week, next year, next lifetime. You get to just lean into this little practice with everyone today. And as we start to settle in, maybe we just notice a little bit of a sense of gravity kind of sink just a bit deeper into our space. So notice there's some weight to your arms, your legs. Kind of feel gravity just gently tugging down on your body, inviting you down into rest. Maybe feel where your legs or your feet or your back are pressing into your beds, your chairs, your floors. Just soften a little deeper into our space. And if it feels right for you, you're welcome to allow your eyes to soften and close during the practice. What I'd like us all to do first today, I'd like you to gently begin imagining yourself resting at the base of a tall, strong tree. Now, you may want to think of a tree that you know in your yard or a park somewhere, or it could be a childhood tree, maybe a tree in a forest or a meadow, or a fictional tree even. Just gently starting to imagine that you're resting into the base of a tree, letting it hold you, support you. And it's okay if this practice is showing up for you visually, or maybe it's something you're feeling into. And as we start to rest into the support of the trunk of whatever tree comes to mind, we start to notice as well just the soft earth beneath us. And we feel that the roots of the tree go deep, deep into the soil, allowing the tree to be incredibly strong, stable, grounded. And as we rest now just a little bit deeper into the support of the trunk, we start to lean back and look overhead. And we notice that the branches, the leaves, are spreading out, giving us shelter, shade, protection. We look even higher now, up the length of the tree, and we notice that it can actually bend and sway quite a bit the higher up it goes. And we see now that this tree is both incredibly strong and incredibly flexible. And it is this balance of flexibility and groundedness that lets the tree weather whatever storms come its way. And so we simply rest with our tree now. Know where we have to be. Nothing we have to do. Feeling its strength, its flexibility behind us as we rest here in the middle of summer. Until finally we notice a little bit of a cooler breeze beginning to blow in. all around us and overhead, we notice the foliage starting to change from shades of green to yellows, reds, oranges, browns. We look up overhead now and we watch as the tree begins to drop some of its leaves and they begin drifting down around us. And we realize now that the tree has a natural wisdom in knowing when it's time to let go of that which no longer serves it. And so as we begin to enter a new season with our tree, we reflect for ourselves now. What leaves have I already let go of in my own life? What leaves am I still holding onto that may no longer be serving me? We move deeper into the autumn, into the fall now with our tree. More and more leaves drifting down on all sides. The air around us grows crisper, cooler, and as the ground underneath starts to harden, we look back up at our tree and we realize that it has now let go of all of its leaves. And looking at the tree now, some might call it barren, lifeless, ugly even. Yet, the tree does not judge itself. The tree does not judge itself for doing what it's needed to do, to go inward, to protect, to survive a harsher season. And so as we begin to enter the winter now with our tree, we too can remember to let go of judging ourselves for whatever we've had to do to survive the harsher seasons of our own lives. We start to enter now the heart of winter, still feeling the strength, the stability, the roots of the tree deep in the frozen earth. Finally, we remember, like the tree remembers, that after every winter, there always follows a spring. The ground beneath us starts to soften, to thaw. As the days grow longer, the sun begins to warm our face and the trunk of the tree behind us. All around, little blades of grass and flowers begin to pop up from the earth. Overhead, little buds start forming on branches as birds build their nests and fill the air with their song. we realize we are entering a season of new life, new growth, new possibilities. And that just like the tree, we can learn to embrace the nutrients, the water, the sun, the wisdom that is offered to us in this time. We can let change and growth unfold, even if we do not yet know how this new growth may look. And so we rest with our tree, moving through the spring, letting change happen as it will. Until finally we realize there's one last lesson our tree has to offer us. And it's that even a time of beautiful growth must be let go of as well. That all things need time to deepen, to mature, and to simply rest. And so we come back now, full circle, back to the season of summer. And we give ourselves permission to simply rest with our tree. Know where we have to be. Nothing we have to do. Simply time for rest. And now that we have come through this full cycle of change with our trees, we can take a moment just to reflect on the wisdom they had to offer us. If we can continue to find our roots, those things that anchor us, ground us, while remaining flexible and letting go of judging just whatever season we find ourselves in, then we can weather whatever storms, whatever changes come our way. And if it ever feels difficult to remember this wisdom, we can bring our trees to mind. Or even more simply, perhaps, we can walk outside, find a tree to rest underneath, and just let this wisdom naturally soak back in. For now, though, we will have to start letting go of our trees and of the practice itself. I'd like to invite everyone to gently start allowing some attention just to flow back into the space of the rooms that we're in. Starting to notice just once again, maybe that sense of gravity, feeling where your body is touching your chair, your bed, your floor, feeling connected to your physical space. If we have our eyes closed, as it feels right for you, you can gently begin allowing your eyes to reopen as we bring our practice to a close.